morning and happy Friday and also happy Pride Month to everyone here. As you can see, this is a charity stream. I want that shirt. It's so cute.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
As you can see, we are raising money for the Trevor Project, and this charity campaign launched yesterday. I'm already $70 up.
Nice.
Hi, Jason. Welcome on in.
Jason.
And
Hi.
Ahoy, hoy, hoy.
we are here with the third episode of Shadow Over Morna, our ongoing live play 7C campaign set in my homebrew world of Kitera. And I lost track of time, what I was going to say, but real quick. Music you're listening to right now is by Adrian von Ziegler. Music and sound effects during the game will be by Sirenscape. And the overlay and starting soon screen were made by me in Incarnate.
Nice.
You're so clever.
Okay. Yes, for your donations to the Trevor Project, you have a chance to affect the gameplay today. For example, for $5, you can give the players a raise, just straight up a raise, and
Andy.
and a $50 donation will give the party a secret menu item. It was one was claimed yesterday in the D&D game, our D&D campaign, Candlekeep Mysteries, and it was a ring of mind shielding.
Ooh, handy.
Oh yes, very much so, especially when they have a naughty rogue, a soul knife rogue, who likes to create psychic connections without telling people.
Oh, I thought a naughty rogue was just a rogue with a couple of levels in Bard.
Yeah. Also that.
Yeah, also that. But no, this...
Just any rogue.
This rogue has really, aside from really high dexterity, high intelligence, high wisdom, but shite charisma.
Good.
So he doesn't understand the social cues, and he tends to do things by the book. And he has scared the several party members on several occasions by just linking up his psychic connection and not telling them beforehand.
What is a D8?
I don't know.
I am collecting every D10 I can find out of
So,
my...
yes.
collection.
Polyhedral dice.
Quick introductions. And let's start with Terris.
Hello. I am Sir Terris, your friendly neighborhood ferret. You can find me playing D&D and other TTRPGs wherever D&D and the TTRPGs are played. I often play on a microbiologist channel and sometimes over on our good friend Josh from Corsair's Cove's channel. And today you will find me here. Today I am playing Donovan, the damphir hero, because we do not have
Classes. Yeah.
classes in D&D. And yes, that is me. Soon I may be streaming Little Mice, but not quite yet.
I know, they're super cute as well.
So freaking cute.
Like, if you want to see really, really cute mice that can jump, head on over to Corsair's Cove or Dreaded GMs or my Discord. It's they are all over the place.
Yes, I have posted them everywhere because they're very.
And we mind so very much.
Just
figured you might.
little legs. They're
Yes.
tiny, thin little legs. What kind of mice are they? 'Cause
They
they're
are
not just
Spinifex.
mice.
No, they're an Australian native mouse. They're known as Spinifex hopping mice. I have 4 of them,
Good.
and I intend to stick cameras in their cage to stream them, possibly 24/7.
Wow, amazing. I love it.
Yep.
Oh yes.
And they're all
It's
named after
surprisingly
bush leaves.
popular thing. I follow the Marine Mammal Rescue, which is live stream
goodness.
otters
Mm.
24/7,
Oh, I love
and
otters. I love otters.
they're so good. They're currently running a rerun right now. It's in pools, hot tubs, and saunas. But because they are technically in a pool. But yeah, it's live streamed otters, and I'm like, yes, all of my yes. We raided them once. It was great.
Yes.
I love this.
They're amazing.
Much excited. Yes.
I really wish the local wildlife preservation zoo, well, I say local, it takes about an hour to drive there, would have a live stream like that, because they have red pandas.
Yes.
That sound.
I now wish this too.
And
It's okay. It's alright.
last year,
No.
they had baby red pandas.
I want
And
baby
now
red
they've got
pandas.
teenage red pandas.
Yes, now they have teenage red pandas. But yes, Josh, that way, that way.
Oh hi mateys, I'll be Josh the Pirate. Yeah, you can find me here on the Lorites channel, and you can also find me on my channel, Corsair's Cove, where I run D&D and other RPG related games with my lovely wife Karen, the mother of bunnies. Yeah, we've got a few bits and pieces coming up. We Monday night we're going to be having another one of our Josh and Karen reviews. Tuesday night I do a tactics day where I have a look at other RPG systems, solo games, and the like. Although coming up in a couple of fortnight, in a fortnight rather, in 2 Mondays' time, we're going to be starting a short form Major Magica campaign. That Ardana has expressed interest in, and I am down for this. And Terris and Ardana will be joining me on Wednesday for the recommencement of our Teens in Space. Sorry, wait, I need to say it properly. Teens in Space! Shenanigans.
Yay!
Siri's like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, so
look
as did your
Look at her
microphone.
little ears. Yeah. And then, yeah, we have our ongoing Humblewood game on Thursday nights. And tonight, I will be, for your viewing pleasure, Olenya Petrovna, the elven investigator and nothing else, not a criminal at all. What have you heard? Nothing. Criminals have to be caught, right? I think that's the
Yes.
definition of a criminal. Otherwise, you just, yeah. Otherwise, you're just a person. Just a suspiciously rich person.
Yeah, in order for you to be a criminal, you actually have to be convicted of a crime.
Convicted of a crime. Otherwise, you're just bad.
Yes.
And I'm a bad girl. Yeah.
Oh.
Kata's just redeemed a hero point for each of us.
Yes.
Kata, stop. Well done, actually. Keep going. We love it. Anya. And who the heck are you, Ardana?
Well, I am Ardana or Joe. I am the... Oh, well, you know, sometimes... Oi, you there, or from last night. What the hell? I am the channel runner and GM around these parts. I'm also a very lucky player over at Corsair's Cove. That way. I know camera. And on Wednesday, I will be returning to Corsair's Cove and play the very tiny ship medic Spot.
We love Spot.
We do love Spot.
She's currently a little bit de-pricklified because she went into a pneumatic tube without protection.
Oh, yeah.
And yes,
And, yeah.
I do play over at a microbiologist on Mondays as well. Currently playing the Ascendant Dragon Pygmy Marmoset, Andanyaro. Well, she was
That is a collection of words.
She was an Ascendant Dragon Hadosi, but chaos happened, and now she's a Pygmy Marmoset.
Does that qualify as a gerbine?
No, she...
Are you using map patch rules, or...?
No, she's just a Pygmy Marmoset.
She is a creature.
Yes.
I am an elephant shrew, formerly a loxodon.
Ah,
And we also have the Frazzle, the formerly kobold, currently bearded dragon.
apologies, I may need to take this just a moment.
Yep, no worries.
Carry on.
Yep.
Hello, Walker.
Sit. Sit.
Yes.
Josh, you're
Kitty.
mute.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Give me a moment. I'm going to give him some privacy.
Yes.
There we go. And yes, Terris, while he's on the phone, could you give us a recap of what happened last time?
We went to a party.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Yeah, we went to a party and we did some recon and talked to a bunch of different people, including a very nice lady who then threatened Olenya's life.
Mm-hmm.
That said, before all that, yes, lovely party. We managed to sneak our way in, and we learned something. I don't know, what was it that we learned about? Thingy? Oh yes, we learned about a nice. You're fine. We learned about a nice gentleman who enjoyed art.
Look, arse, I think, is what he enjoys.
Yes.
But, yeah, he was a merchant. He was a soldier, I think a soldier of fortune, and then he became a merchant.
Yes.
And
Yep,
then there
I'm
were the
going to
elven
listen.
merchants. And I use that word very loosely. There was one who was fun, and the other who's not so fun.
Yes.
I'm not sure I'm still uncertain how I feel about this whole situation and whether or not the other twin is in fact groovy or not. We are looking daggers at each other right now.
Quite literally.
Literally, yeah. I don't know if Donovan is aware that there are daggers involved. And there was cake.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there was many cake.
Trying to remember what else we did. Olenya considered doing some thieving, but decided against it. It would have been so easy, but it was unnecessary / unwise. There's also something deeply sus about the servants who work here.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, they don't seem to be people when they're not being paid attention to, sort of thing.
Almost like they're unseen servants.
Yeah, almost.
Get off. Get up. Sorry.
Okay.
Catch that in my dice tray.
Oh.
It's fine.
Hey, Cat, have you seen my dice tray? I am your dice tray.
I tried to get my cat to roll a d6 yesterday, and he just looked at me like, "Are you completely dumb?"
We succeeded in getting our rabbits to roll a d20.
Nice.
All you have to do is make a big stack of dice and then hide some raisins in the dice, and then the rabbits will just throw the dice everywhere. It's for a video that will be going up on the YouTube very soon. It's Yusuf playing D&D with Tori and Guinea and Siri.
Ooh.
It's quite cute.
Yes, I can imagine so. But yes, if we now are all as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get started. And we decidedly need more tense music.
Have I gone deaf? Ah, there we go.
I don't hear anything.
I do.
Maybe
might-
I'm just deaf.
I mean,
No, I got it. It's happening.
maybe you need to
It's quiet, but it is
turn
happening.
Sirenscape up.
I probably do. And I am literally deaf, so that is probably the issue.
Well, this is the thing. My right ear doesn't work all the time. So when my hearing just turns off every now and again, it's not unheard of. And literally, ha ha ha, very funny. But I'm like, is that me or is that the machine? Because it could have been either.
I have worse hearing on my left side, but that's because I have one of those little plastic tube things in.
A grommet.
Yeah, grommet in my eardrum.
I had those. They didn't work very well.
Mine got stuck when I had the last set put in my ears, and I've had it since I was 11, so it just got stuck. Hello,
My little
Crispin
brother
Crunch.
had them, and they fixed him. Oh,
Yeah,
hey, Crispin
They
Crunch.
worked. They worked amazing for me.
Again.
Because ear infections made me deaf, and then those fixed it. But the last one got stuck in my left ear, so now I'm not hard of hearing, but my hearing is worse on the left side. Anyway, so let me bring up the thing. There we go.
Yeet the kitty.
Time seems to stop as tensions rest on the tip of a blade. All around you, Lady Drauva's guests go about their business, unaware of the silent standoff. The wood elf woman tilts her head forward just slightly, barely enough to whisper to Olenya. You really need to stop looking into that village, my dear. And we are going directly into what is called an action sequence. Because
Oh
this
shit.
is where we stopped last
But,
time.
like, 2 people know we're looking into the village. Like, no one even knows this yet. Impressive. Okay.
That you know of.
I have so many questions for this woman. Well, it's only like 3, but it's still quite a lot given that there are blades. Okay, let's do this.
Yes. So, what you in an action sequence, you are going to be deciding. First of all, like with any scene or sequence, what are the skills and traits you're going to use for this scene, and that decides how many dice you can roll. Now, this woman has a friend that is also going to show up, and both of them are considered villains.
Cool.
So, everyone always starts each session with 1 hero point. You've also been given one, and they work a little bit differently in 7th compared to a D&D game, where, I mean, hero points don't really exist in D&D, I just used them for shenanigans there. But hero points in 7th you use for special abilities. For example, if you can cast magic, you use hero points for that. These that you can redeem for channel points, you can use either for shenanigans or for your special abilities. That is your choice. So, Olenya, in this situation, what combination of skills and traits will you be using?
I think it's definitely going to be panache.
Okay.
Because I'm wanting, like, the goal is to come off as significantly more confident than I actually am.
Okay.
Because Olenya isn't really a fighter; she's more of a bleeder. Like, she can handle herself, but she's not like a frontline warrior. But this woman has just said something deeply interesting.
Okay.
And could well be Olenya's first lead in this whole business. So it's going to be more about engaging her and attempting to wheedle out more little nuggets of information than it is about necessarily rendering her dead. So there is going to be an element of, I would like to sort of, charm her with my blade work, as well as fight her, obviously.
Before you make a decision on that, let me remind you that heroes in 7C, like the two of you are playing, will have you have to make the conscious decision when an enemy is helpless to kill them.
Right.
It's not like in D&D that it just happens. So you can render them helpless by removing, putting them on their last dramatic wound, and they're basically knocked out at that point. If you then have to make the conscious decision to kill them, otherwise the scene just ends when they are knocked out. So you don't have, if you want to question her afterwards, you still have that chance. They're not going to bleed out, they're not going to die. You have to actually murder a villain for that to happen.
Can I use tempt to try and lure her into giving away more? If that's sort of my primary goal in engaging her.
Yeah.
Or possibly even convince.
I'd say tempt would work better in that instance. Just keep in mind that if you do attack, that's going to cost you 2 races instead of 1. Because you're not using a attack or
a martial ability.
Yeah, exactly.
I could use weaponry.
Yeah.
Could go panache and weaponry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I am dueling her, I will be trying to injure her as well. But the primary goal is to sort of draw her out.
Yep.
Verbally.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So.
Alrighty. Well, panache and weaponry.
Exactly. Yeah. So you get the dice from those 2. You combine them, and then you get 2 extra from using that combination of skills for the first time.
And I have my legendary trait is panache.
Okay.
So one of my dice is a 10.
Okay. Absolutely. Terris, would you like to use your hero point to buy more dice for Josh or for Olenya?
So is it just Olenya?
Yes. So what you can do is that you can either use your hero point to buy yourself 1 die, or you can use it to buy 2 for another player.
Yeah.
I would like to use my hero point to buy 2 more dice for Olenya.
Okay. So you add
I
another
have camaraderie. Whenever you spend a hero point to aid an ally, they gain 4.
Nice.
Instead of 3.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, you get 3 dice if you buy, and if you buy for yourself, you only get 1. But if you buy for someone else, they get 3. But yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
I would like to.
So
I would like
to get
to
3 more.
Yes. Terris.
Fantastic.
What would Donovan like to do?
Okay, first things first. You said we've got a hero point and a spare?
Yes.
Yup.
And I know that someone else is probably going to be coming back to assist, right? As in the other lady.
Most likely, yes.
When she comes back, I would like to use the hero point that I've still got to use Disarming Smile, first of all.
Okay.
To keep her from drawing her weapon. try and keep it friendly to start.
Yep.
Furthermore, I would like to use panache
Okay.
and convince along with that.
Keep in mind that these are the traits that these traits and skills that you will use for this round until you run out of races.
Right.
Any fighting that happens would cost you 2 races per
Oh,
wound.
okay. Okay. So instead of that, I will. So I'm going to use disarming smile to keep the lady occupied. I will use panache and weaponry.
Okay.
To keep up a friendly banter while fighting
Absolutely.
when need be,
Yep.
even if it is just a battle of wits.
And I'll bounce my first hero point over onto Terris for 4 more.
Okay.
Using my camaraderie ability.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
Let's see. How many dice is that? 2.
So you get 4 more from Josh and 2 more for using that
7,
combination of for the first time this
9,
session.
10, 11,
Now
12,
I need
13 dice. Good God. I can't hold all these with one hand.
On that done, I rolled quite well, but it meant that I left over with a 9 left over.
oof.
So I think you can make, at least if you've got rank, like I've got a rank 3 in weaponry, for instance, you can re-roll the die, or if you've got a rank 4, sets of 15 give you 2 extra raises.
Check that.
Oh. Yeah, it's rank 3 is re-roll a single die,
Yeah.
but I haven't. That would be if I was using convince, but no.
Okay. Yep.
I have a 1 in weaponry. As I say, I'm not a fighter. I have 1 in weaponry and nothing in brawl, so yeah, convince and theft are my main things.
Okay,
I
I'm
wonder
going to
why.
do this all at once, not one at a time. This is silly. 2,
1.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh god, I've lost the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The
12, 13. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but in a nice way, Crispin Crunch. She's more of a leader than a fighter. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got 5 all up.
Nice. I mean,
5 and a spare dice that says 9 on it. I'm a bit miffed.
well,
Because I had my final. I had a pair of 5s, which makes 10. I had an 8 and a 2, which makes 10. I rolled a straight up 10 on one of mine. My panache, as my legendary thing, gave me another 10 straight up. And then I had a 7, a 4, and a 9, which added together gets you 20. But you have to use pairs of dice to make 10.
yes.
So the 7, the 4, that leaves me with a 9 and 1 left over from the stupid that I can't use.
Well, I'll buy
so,
that dice from you so you get a hero point.
Very well. Yay!
And I get one of these bad boys, which is a danger point.
Oh dear.
The villain
Question.
have 3 races. Yes?
Question. Can you use... Oh, hang on. I think I've got this. There we go. I think I've managed it. Yes, I have. You can go over on the number, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's 10 or
So that's
above.
1, 2, 3.
So Olenya has
It's each
5.
dice or group of dice
5,
that equal 10.
6, 7, with 1 left over.
So Olenya got 5.
5. Yeah.
The 2. You're rolling too many dice, Terris?
No, I got it. I've got 7 dice, and I've got 7 raises, and 1 left over.
Nice. So, let's see. And like so, Donovan, you are out first. I will buy that leftover from you. So
No.
you get a hero point, and I get another danger point.
So that means I've got 1 more hero point. Yay!
Yes. And I now have 3 danger points. Ow. I use d6s to count my danger points because villains don't really have character sheets. So this just helps me keep track of them.
I use D4s as hero points. Not hero points, as raises.
Nice. Yeah. That's actually smart. So I'm gonna use...
I use the d10s that I actually roll.
There it is. You got another hero point back.
Oh, so I've got 2
What?
now?
Yep.
Yay!
3
Okay.
now.
No, he
Because
used...
he had
Wait,
one
I've
to
got-
start.
Yeah, but he used 2.
You had one.
Yep,
oh,
I've
you
used
used 2,
2.
did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so
Hmm.
Donovan is a fairly observant fellow. He's got 1 in notice. He's not terrible at it. So yeah, I think he's side-eyed, and well, I don't think he has noticed exactly what's going on. I'm sure he's noticed the tension between the 2 women.
Sure.
So he's yeah, just hand on Olenya's arm. Just what's the matter, dear?
The lady thinks we should not be looking into this village after all.
That's our job.
Yeah,
A
you...
job few know about.
Mm.
Which begs the question, my dear, how did you find out about this?
I have my ways.
I'm
What's
sure
your
you
stake? What's your stake in this village?
In the village? None.
Then why would you ward us off?
Because someone else does have a stake in it.
Oops.
I'm not entirely sure I should tell you.
I'm not entirely sure you have a choice.
Well, we shall see about that, shan't we?
Hmm.
Now, she can't act. Terris, you're out first.
Yeah, so... Looking at this, can I see that she's got that dagger?
Yes.
That's my friend.
So, being that close, you can see it pointed straight, with like the tip resting against Olenya's ribs.
He would like to, and this is going to be a maneuver of sorts.
Okay.
he would like to try to grab her wrist and pull it away from Olenya, while with his panache making it look like he's inviting the lady to dance.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. That will. Yeah, it will cost you one race to do that to prevent Olenya from getting hurt.
One race?
Yes.
I will give you that race. Done. So yes, Donovan is going to lightning quick grab her wrist and pull it away and sort of try and pull her into a vague position for dancing.
Nice. Yeah. I forgot that this is how 7C works. So, since you have said no to stepping away from this thing, the wood elf, she's going to try and prevent you, like stop you, and if you don't back down, she's going to hurt one of you. In this case, Donovan has now used a race to prevent that attack on Olenya. But instead, he has turned her attention to him. So when it comes to her turn, she's going to stab him.
Yeah.
You can use
That's fair.
another race to prevent that from happening again. But when you get to, what did I say? I think I said when all of you reach 3 races left, 2 people are going to attack Lady Draven. And try to
Wow.
kill her. So that is the consequence that can happen here. Donovan has now created an opportunity for Olenya to get more information out of this wood elf. And this one didn't exist before the game, before this sequence started.
Yeah.
So you have created this opportunity now, because both of you are a lot higher in races than this woman. She got 3 races. Her aide got 2.
Right. Olenya, as Donovan sort of spins this girl around by the dagger arm, I presume.
Yeah.
Olenya would like to. I'm guessing she is at least slightly surprised by this turn of events. And Olenya would like to use the crossguard of her blade to catch the knife that that the other one is holding, and bend it away, forcing it out of her grip, disarming her. And sweeping in behind, as if she is teaching the girl to dance.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So she is the wood elf is sandwiched between Olenya and Donovan, as if Olenya is teaching the young lady how to dance with a man.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, it's been a while since I've had a 3-man tango.
Behave. We're here to work.
Never, dear. Never, dear.
You see the elf between you start to get annoyed and frustrated at this turn of events. She did not anticipate that you were anything other than regular police grunts.
So, I shall ask again, my dear. Who exactly? Do you perhaps see our point of view on why you should tell us now?
Well, since you have efficiently removed my point of view, I can at least hear you out. And it is still Donovan's turn to act because you have the highest amount of races. And yes, she will be joined by her companion. Well, not the sister. It's more of a bodyguard.
I see. She's being joined now?
Not yet. She will be joined at race 5.
Okay.
Which
So...
is after your next move.
Excellent. So Donovan is going to try to keep her on the back foot insofar as he's going to try and keep her guessing what's going on. He's going to try and sort of slightly discombobulate her. And to do this, he is going to, do the little twirl thing, keep her in rapid movement. Keep her, to try and keep her, not her guard up, but try and keep her, what's the word I'm looking for? Confused. He's essentially discombobulating her with fancy dance moves.
Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely spend a race on that if you want.
I would love to.
Yep. Nice.
I will...
I haven't spent one yet, yes?
No, you have not.
Or did I spend one to disarm her? Cool.
No.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Olenya is trying to think who this person. Like, we don't have any idea who this person might be working for. No.
No.
Yeah, we barely sniffed around the edges of this. Then Olenya would probably say, well, if it's not you who doesn't want us seeing the thing, then it's probably in your best interest telling us who is interested in us not seeing the thing. If you don't have a horse in the race your own self, then it's best to get yourself out of the race, my dear.
Oh, I never said I don't have a horse in the race in general. I just said I'm not interested in the village.
What are you interested in?
Power, dear.
Power?
Aren't we all?
Not particularly.
So mundane. Nope.
Power and influence is always nice to have.
I already have it.
Lucky.
And yet you're here to warn us off. What danger is there to us? If you won't tell us who, at least tell us why.
Some very influential people do not want you to know where you don't belong.
But some very influential people want us to do so, so rock and hard place. Should I shun Scylla only to find myself in the jaws of Charybdis?
She looks at you confused, like, what? Donovan, looking around, you do see a looming man approaching. As we are on race 5 now, this bodyguard, man-at-arms, is approaching, seeing that his mistress looks a little bit squished.
Olenya would step away and say, enjoy your dance, my dears. Be gentle with him. And will move to block the bodyguard.
Okay.
Flirtatiously. it will be a slow saunter, hip swaying, towards this man beast.
Yep.
And yeah, probably is he visibly armed? One assumes.
Yes, he's carrying a rapier in one hand.
Mm.
He is intent
like
on.
it's drawn.
Yeah, it's drawn. He's intent on removing the issue surrounding his mistress.
Now, question: is this the point at which my disarming smile would have come into play, or no?
It depends on who you are aiming it at. Are you aiming
I
it
believe
at
it was
the man?
intended to be at the
Yeah.
man, but
Yeah, it was intended to be at whomever was going to come to aid.
Yes.
Hmm.
So, yes, I think he's going to, as he sees this out of the corner of his eye, he's going to spin around, give the gentleman a wave, and a wink and a smile, and just say, "Don't worry, I'll have her back by midnight."
He pauses for a moment, seemingly confused, and has a hard time looking away. It's almost like he's drawn by something almost otherworldly. As the GM
Olenya would sort of capitalize on this, and sort of take him by the non-armed forearm.
Yep.
And sort of spin him and turn him away.
Nice.
And
Yep.
say, that one is perfectly safe with him. He is the... I'm trying to remember his exact relationship to the Duke. Yeah, she says that. He is the Duke's cousin, did you know? But I, of course, am left all on my lonesome. Perhaps you could entertain me while your mistress entertains my paramour?
The large man looks over at you, then looks back at Donovan, and he seems like confused by the whole situation. As you look closer, you see that there is a gash along his hairline. So you could guess that part of his confusion probably comes from some form of brain damage.
Oh.
And a bit of his ear has been taken off. And you realize...
Recently?
Huh?
Recently? Has he been in a scuffle?
Not recent. Like
Okay.
the scar is almost the same color as his skin, and
Okay.
but you can see it.
You said a gash. I was assuming he was actively bleeding.
Yeah, no. It was like it's a pretty wide scar, however. So
Okay.
it was pretty nasty when it happened, and you realize this is an elf, but he is tall and like big.
Ooh. Yeah, then there would probably be an observation somewhere along the lines of, it's been a long time since I saw an elf of this size. Tell me, are you huge in all respects?
I haven't compared.
And so handsome as well.
Well, people don't normally call me that.
Not to your face, my dear.
No, people usually say, scary, and run away.
Oh, then they're not looking close enough.
Oh.
Come, I would like another drink. Will you take me? He has no choice in the matter. She tucks an arm in around his and leads him away.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to spend a race on that, because
happily.
his mistress is right over there, and he was
Yeah.
prepared to go and defend her, and now you're leading him away.
He's like, huh?
Like, "Yeah,
I don't what?
what's
But
going on?
my
Help."
job.
Well,
I am very handsome though.
What is Donovan doing at this point?
I don't know her name.
No, you never asked.
I did actually. I'm reasonably sure I did ask her name, and she
Yeah.
did give it. Very rude. While Donovan does this, I'm just going to go quickly say hello to my spouse.
Yes.
Donovan is going to once again spin her so she is unable to see Olenya walking off with her bodyguard
Mhm.
with a little grin. And it's just going to say, act natural or I may very well just signal the guards. Now, and with permission he's going to just add a little bit of more pressure to her wrist. Not quite painful, but just enough to know that there is a hidden strength there from this willowy boy.
Okay.
It's just, now you're going to tell me what I want to know.
So, you are applying pressure to her to do what you say.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna need you. I think that it's a race to apply pressure. Pressure is yes. Applying pressure is a mechanic.
Yeah.
So, when a hero applies pressure. Yeah. Okay. So, the character applying pressure chooses a specific action, or attack me, or run away. In this case, follow my lead. If she does anything else for, I think it's, yes, anything else for this round, it's gonna cost her extra races. So you're applying
Excellent.
pressure, that's gonna cost you 1 race to do that.
I will drop my raise into my dice.
Yep.
Yep.
And okay. And she's going to follow you.
Excellent.
Reluctantly, but she's going to follow you. You are applying pressure both figuratively and literally by applying pressure to her arm, and as you lead her away. Where would you?
Excellent.
We are at.
Oh, he just wants to duck her. If not somewhere a little more private. I'm not sure if you're on the ground floor or the.
You're
or
in
up
the
higher.
garden, so you're on the ground floor.
Oh, we're in the garden itself.
Yeah, you walked up to
So
the
he'd
fountain.
he'd just like to sort of duck her back from the main group a little, just in case a battle does ensue. He would not like a civilian to be harmed.
Yep.
Essentially, and he'd like to have this conversation more privately.
Absolutely. You managed to take her away from the main thoroughfare behind into a little what's that called?
Cul-de-sac.
Alcove. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
Like the hedges create a little alcove with a
Excellent.
stone bench. Now
Yes,
keep in
so-
mind that there are servants all over the place.
Oh, that's totally fine. Aside from a little pressure on her arm, he is trying to be very charming and polite.
Mhm.
But he will probably sit her down on that bench and just, now you're going to tell me what I want to know.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Oh, you know. The usual. Who? Why? What?
And if I don't?
He's going to smile at her and just show the slightest hint of fang. No other answer.
Nice. You see her pale a fraction, and where did I put my notes? There it is. And she looks around her quickly. Olenya, you see Donovan leading the woman away, and they vanish behind a rather tall hedge.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know of the threat to the lady.
No.
No, neither of us do yet.
I think Olenya would be mildly concerned about the other sister.
Mm-hmm.
Just by proximity, be mildly concerned. So would be keeping an eye out for that one.
Okay.
And yeah, would probably just be going on notice for other threats.
Okay.
Just keeping her eyes peeled to all is not as it should be. I was not anticipating a knife to the elbow today.
If you want to use your notice to see if there are other threats, that's going to cost you 2 races. Because you didn't choose that as a trait at the start of this round.
Nope, agreed. Totally fine. Yeah, happily do that.
As you... Yep.
No, I think that's it.
Okay. As you look around and look out for other threats, the garden seems unnaturally quiet. It's almost like you see 1 or 2 of those silent servants standing, where you are sure there were a dozen of them before.
Interesting. I'm really sorry. My dad has just arrived. I just need to go and quickly say hi and yeah.
Yep. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
He's been in the UK for 2 weeks.
Yeah. I'm gonna pop it over to Donovan then.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Donovan, you're our highest in. Well, it's not called initiative, but you have the most races again.
Yes. Okay.
I need to sneeze, but it's not happening.
Now, she is not giving me anything to go on here, is she? Just yet.
Not yet. She is trying to squirm her way out of answering directly. Even though you are threatening her, you're intimidating her, she is squirming, trying to give you as little information as she can. And basically she's giving you the runaround of, well, the person I work for, the person whose interests I am trying
and
to
at this
protect.
point, as she's saying the person I work for, the person who, here's his face that has been jovial from the start is going to go completely cold. His eyes are going to narrow.
Yep.
They're going to flash. And he's going to, very quietly but sharply, ooh. And just grab her arm a little tighter. It would cause pain, but not so much pain that she'd call out or anything. It's just, you know, that discomfort of being held a little too hard.
Yep.
So he'll give that arm a little shake, just, ooh.
This is where I am trying to find my... I have too many notes. It's the
vibe.
I don't know his exact name.
What do you know?
I know he's a nobleman.
A nobleman.
Yes, and I know promised me a good deal for the guild I work for.
Tell me everything.
I don't know everything.
Everything that you know. Tell me.
Also, my face has turned into a list of the words.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
No biggie. Just.
Okay.
Yeah, on the stream, my face wasn't in the thing anymore. I don't know why.
It's fixed now.
That's weird.
It is now. As soon as just before you said okay, it stopped. But yeah, it's gone back.
Oh, there it goes again.
It keeps flicking on and off.
Oh.
Something about Warhammer 40k and cat names.
That is really odd. I'm not doing anything. OBS?
That is strange.
Are we having an issue?
No, I don't
Yes.
think so. Carry on.
Weird. Oh well. I think OBS is having a little bit of an issue.
Oh no.
Because
that'll be it.
that's probably Twitch it captured, but I don't have the Twitch window open.
Oh, yeah, it's all good now. What? What you shouting about?
What were we doing? Oh yeah.
Do I see anything? Do I
uh,
see any potential dangers or threats? Other than the fact that the servants have gone all still and there's nowhere near as many of them?
There's something off. Let me get Donovan done. Yes, so she's
Yeah, sorry,
still.
carry on.
Yes, that's what we were doing. I was finding the name for the normal man.
The normal man?
Nobleman.
Oh, the nobleman.
Yeah, the noble man.
There's like a Mass Effect. He's the normal man. Oh, how mysterious. He's so normal.
He's too normal.
The enigmatic normal man.
Yes.
I don't trust anyone that normal.
I know, right?
Words to live by. Hey, I don't.
Me
Well, I know.
I call them normies.
Well, all I know is that he signed his letters with the alchemist.
The alchemist.
And he works out of that village.
And what are you doing here today?
Scouting.
For what?
People like you interfering. Or new allies.
Why would you find them here? Either of those things is a question Josh wonders but isn't there to ask.
Actually, yeah, that's a good one. Just why here?
Yeah.
Why with Lady Dralvin?
Lady Drauven's parties bring the powerful and the wealthy.
And that's all.
As far as I know, yes.
Is there anything else you're not telling me? And do understand, dear, that if I find out later there was, it will not end well for you or your sister.
At the mention of her sister, you see her face darken, and she tenses up.
What?
She has nothing to do with this.
Then let's keep it that way.
Nothing to do with this?
Oh
She's
my
off
God, I
making
want
friends
Olenya
and
to come-
influencing people. Yeah,
I
she's
want
off
Olenya
making
to swing back around, waltzing with the
Yes.
sister.
Yes, that would be great. She's making friends and influencing people as much as you are. She is a part of this. By my reckoning, potentially a criminal. You know what they do to criminals where I'm from.
Let's see. She is still tense, and you can feel that she is about, like, she is tensing up like a coil about to spring.
Don't.
Don't you dare touch her.
Tell me everything you know, and I won't need to.
You can see that your intimidation tactics on her seems to be slipping, and if you want to keep her attention, I need you to spend another raise.
I have a better idea.
Okay?
If I spent a hero point, could I make her crumble?
What would you spend it on? What, do you have a skill that could work on?
Let me see. What have I got?
The thing with this game and hero points is it's actually there's loads of ways of making them. There isn't very many ways of spending them.
Not early game, at least. When you get a bit higher level, you get more advantages, you can get more skills, things like that you can spend them on.
Right.
I would like to use my convince with the hero point, if possible. My convince skill, I've got a 3 in that.
You don't have to use a hero point for that. If you want to make her crumble, I would say if you use 2 races, you can make that happen.
Done.
Okay.
Living with 2 races, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
And you see her eyes flicker back and forth. She takes a moment to think over the decision, and then she just slumps.
If you want to give her the poke, the verbal poke, you could say, my companion is a deeply suspicious woman for all of her beauty, and I can't guarantee that she isn't investigating that particular avenue right this second.
Yes. I like that. I'll take that.
Or something along those lines. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think just, my companion told me leave with you. Your sister's already implicated.
Yeah.
I could call her off. And he's going to sort of, look up into the sky, sort of stare at the moon for a moment, look back at her. But time has a way of passing and getting away from us, doesn't it?
She looks at the ground and then back up at you, and you feel her slump a little.
Yeah.
your grip.
Yeah, and then just, now tell me what I want to know. Or there might not be anything left to save.
Oof. Dark.
Sorry.
No, that's completely
I
fine.
mean,
Uh,
she wouldn't, but neither of them know that.
yeah.
And, like, Donovan is not a violent person either, but he will use
No.
threat of it on occasion.
You can see the woman try to collect her thoughts, as does the GM, and
You don't put an infinite amount of information in front of us and not expect us to demand it.
I know, right? Like I said, I don't know all that much. I know who I was talking to. I know where he works, and he was dumb enough to give me a way to find out his name. But I don't know what they're after. I don't know their end goals, things like any of that. I know that they are, in that particular village, they're trying to take over the home of a elven hermit. The alchemist
Something
is
to that effect.
he's called the alchemist, but his name is Marcus Linander. He's a human from Dragon's Rest originally. He made his money in medicine trade. And we were
And that's... Sorry, go ahead.
and no, my sister does not know about this. Kept it from her.
Sorry, I'm thinking. And that's all you know?
That's all I know, yes. I was told to come here to find allies, and if I heard anything that could interrupt the plan over in the village, I would make sure it stopped here.
Would you tell your friends that me and my companion are potential allies?
I'm always keen to make a little money. Or new friends. I love making new friends.
If you do, I may be able to afford you and your sister some semblance of protection.
If I can get your word that my sister is safe, I'll see what I can do.
You will have it.
Then I'll see what I can do.
Deal.
Olenya, just as this happens, and you look around and you see that a lot of the servants have gone, you look over to where you know that Lady Drauven's balcony is, and you see two figures climbing up towards the balcony. They are not dressed as guests.
Right, good, yeah. I'm still on the arm of the guardsman, right?
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, I don't suppose that's something you should be doing something about.
I'm not here to. Oh, I'm
You're a
here.
bodyguard. Let us guard that body. Come.
Oh.
I drag him.
He's like, oh, what? Pointing towards where he saw his mistress disappearing, and and you
want to be a hero, don't you?
But
the gorgeous, beautiful elven hero who saved Lady Drauven. Come.
He's starting to dig his heels in, so I need you to spend a raise.
I love him.
To pull him along. If you want to pull him along, yes.
Yeah, alright, I'll burn a raise. Yeah, I got one left. It's fine.
Yep.
This is my attempt to utilize my virtue, my subtlety. It may not seem very subtle, but what I'm attempting to do is act behind the scenes.
Absolutely, you can do that.
I'm attempting to get somebody else to do the thing for me.
Yeah, you're attempting to make this bodyguard of the elven woman's bodyguard to help someone else, and he's basically stumbling along behind you like, but my
I don't. But this isn't my job. I don't even go here.
Yes.
Poor little boy.
Yes.
What is your name?
Mortimer.
Morty.
Oh, yeah. Mortimer.
He's so precious.
Poor sweetheart.
He was having such a good day until he met me. Yeah, Morty and I go and check this out.
Absolutely.
There any other guards around? There was a few, right?
Yeah, there were a few, yes.
Do I see any now?
No.
Ooh, that's not in any way suspicious or interesting. Cool, groovy.
As you make your way up the stairs towards the balcony, you do, however, hear some very enticing sounds from a locked door.
Enticing?
Depends
on
I'm just gonna your
well, yeah.
Depends
your
on
inclinations?
Yes.
I'm just like, Adana's English is excellent. She's not misused this word. Okay. Like sexy noises? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay.
Yes.
You wouldn't have mentioned it if it wasn't like that's like putting a locked but clearly accessible door in front of a player, and then just like, but you don't have to. Like, you, yes I do. Morty, go save them. I'll be with you in a moment. Sexy noises. Did I see where the sister went? Okay, all right. I think I've solved the sexy noises problem. Great. I continue.
Yes.
You tricksy DM, tricksy naughty DM. That was bad of you.
Hey.
I'm not spending a raise or leaving Morty. No, Morty and I go and save Lady Drauven. I don't care about the sexy times the Wood Elf lady is having.
Dang it.
The
No,
real
that
bit
would...
is the wood elf.
My question is, would that be an action sequence or a dramatic sequence?
Yes. Whatever it is, I'm using panache.
Okay. Donovan, you gotten the information out of this woman. She's now slumped on the bench. I have no idea where Olenya dropped this woman's dagger.
She flicked it into a bush.
Yeah.
A ways back, though. This
Yeah.
was before they went off and danced, so
Oh yeah.
it's not near here.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Now, have I heard my friend yelling about someone needing to guard that body?
Probably yes.
So he's going to turn to her very quickly as he springs up. Just, was this you?
No. But I do work for a group.
So does everybody. Can you be more specific, please? That's what working is.
So, that this is sort of going to shoot a very withering glare in her general direction and move toward the sound of the commotion.
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah. As you are moving towards the sound, you see the first of the two, not at all dressed like guests, people reaching the top of the balcony. And
Donovan does.
Yeah, Donovan sees it because he's still on the ground floor.
Right.
This figure leaps over the... it's not called a fence when it's a balcony. Railing.
Balustrade.
Thank you. And land on the balcony.
Cool. How close am I to this? Am I within yeeting Morty range?
Within what
Go,
range?
go, catch it, Morty! I said yeeting Morty range.
I heard eating. I was like,
That's later.
Like
That's
that,
later.
Morty.
I am still into him. He's a cutie.
Rude.
You can come too.
Huh,
I
okay.
didn't
What?
hear that first why. I was like, are we doing cannibalism now? He is an elf. You're an elf. What? Yes, you are within yeeting Morty range.
I mean, I figure if there's a fight and Morty's in it, Morty will help. So, yeah, Morty and I will go up there and I say, quickly, save her! And is there just the two?
There are two of them, yes. Both of them are dressed in very... The word I'm looking for is not efficient, practical clothing, and both of them have like hoods and masks on.
Yep.
And
Cool. Groovy.
yeah, you can clearly see that these two are trained assassins.
Great. Okay, lads, first lesson. You don't dress like the job you have. You dress for the job you want. Look at me. Stab. And she sort of pushes Morty at the other one.
Okay. Morty's like, ah!
Is Lady Draven there?
Yes, she is. She has
Cool.
gotten out of her chair when she saw the two individuals land on the deck, and she is backing out, trying to make her way to the exit that you just came up from.
Cool. So she is interposing me between her and her attackers.
Yes.
Probably for the best. Cool. In which case, I will be fighting defensively, basically just like, you stay back. Ha 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 ha! While, with those words, while Lady Draven runs the fuck away.
Okay.
In fact, I will be trying, probably, Morty is a roadblock at this point, and I am keeping Lady Draven safe. I'm staying with her, if possible.
Okay. So,
Morty's got this. He's very capable. Let's go.
nice. So, you have one more race left. You can spend it
I
on
do.
making sure that Lady Draven is not hurt by these two.
I'll do that. Sounds great.
Absolutely. Morty is still confused as to what the hell is going on.
Hey, look, if fighting happens, I'm sure he'll figure it out. Pointy end goes in the other man.
I know that. Why am I fighting
Good.
them?
Because they're fighting people. Your job, yes?
But my mistress isn't here.
Yet.
Oh, she's coming?
Yes. Fight them.
Oh. Okay.
Fuck it. Yes.
So
Ask no further questions. Yes, she is. She's right there. Right around the corner. Can't you see her already? Come on, kill them. I don't
as
say
you
that.
say.
That's too much.
Yeah. As soon as you say yes to his question, Mortimer launches forwards with the rapier and slashes at one of the assassins.
Love him.
The,
He's slow, but he's a good lad. He tries hard.
Oh dear.
you see a bit of the shoulder of one of them gets torn up and blood starts running down. And these guys do have one of them is going to try and assassins. We're fighting assassins, Rob, the Beta Dragon. Well, come on in.
Hey, Rob. I'm also painting a tiny house.
Yay!
No.
Tiny house.
That's what I'm doing. If people were wondering why Josh hasn't looked at the screen in 20 minutes, that's why. I'm painting a tiny
That's amazing.
chimney.
Donovan, what are you doing? You're running up towards the room, or
At this point, Olenya is not quiet.
Yes, Donovan is moving toward the sounds of the Olenya in not quite distress, but in something.
Oh, Olenya's having a great time.
Yes, but Olenya is also loudly having a great time. So, is swift on his feet.
It's the
as
only way to
always.
have it, darling.
Yes. Donovan is going to sprint toward the fray.
nice. This is where I will be spending 2 of my 3 danger points.
Oh, shit.
The moment Donovan reaches the top of the stairs, you see one of the assassins launch themselves at Mortimer. You don't know this big bulky figure. You've never seen
No.
him before.
Well, very briefly.
Yeah, very briefly you saw him.
Yes.
You also see Olenya with Lady Draven making their escape.
Yeah.
But the assassin, the first assassin, launches themselves at Mortimer and gives him a deep stab with a very, very thin, sharp blade. you see this large elf stumble back and grab at the blade. It's in his left shoulder, and it looks like the disabled Mortimer's left arm. The other assassin looks up, locks eyes with Donovan, and is going to attack Donovan.
Excellent.
Now you can spend one raise to not take a dramatic wound. You will still take one wound, but it won't be dramatic.
I will spend that race.
Yep.
So I'll still take one wound, but not a dramatic one.
Yes.
Excellent.
And as you get stabbed by the second assassin, they're going to try and shove you down the stairs. What would you like?
Okay.
Ow. Rude.
So I'm assuming that either I've come in front of the big fellow, or this guy's come closer to me.
One of them has come closer to you. One of them is still back with the big fella. It's a little bit of a different distance between the two of you.
So he's coming down the stairs and I'm going up the stairs, yes?
Yes.
I'm not sure whether this would count as weaponry, but what I would like to do is sort of... Actually, no. I'm going to use my quirk, which gives me aristocrat. And insofar as it's earn a hero point when you prove there is more to nobility than expensive clothes and attending court. One of the other things that that aristocracy is about is fancy footwork on the dance floor. So he would like to maneuver.
Yeah. I like it.
Essentially, using that fancy footwork of his, he would like to have this gentleman use this weight against the gentleman's weight against him, and have him tumble down the stairs instead.
Oh, absolutely! I love it. You can spend your last race on that if you want.
Yes, I will do that.
And you will gain a hero point.
Which gives me 3 hero points up my sleeve.
Yes.
But no raises.
You can... No, wait. You can use to buy dice, not races.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, the action sequence does not end when you're out of race. That's just a round, and you roll new dice if it has to continue. And being out of races just means that you are out of chances to change the situation. You can still roll with it, but you can't change the trajectory.
Yeah.
Understood.
So the sequence doesn't end when you're out of races. Now the the guy that you launched down the stairs is is he going to do that? They only have one raise left. So either he can take no damage from the fall, or he can attack Mortimer again.
Does the fact that I used subtle on Mortimer give Mortimer any benefits?
No, he
Or is
started
that
out
for
with
next time?
He started out with 2 races, because he rolled three
Yeah.
dice, got 2 races. He spent 1.
Small question,
Yes.
Adana, as well.
Uh-huh.
This guy falling down the stairs, is that me wounding him, or is that him wounding himself?
Or is it the stairs wounding him?
Or is it the stairs wounding him, yes.
It would count as you wounding him.
Could I also then use my virtue, victorious, to make sure if this gentleman does take damage, it's a dramatic wound?
Absolutely. You could do that, yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
So you, using your virtue, you hear a crackling sound as the guy falls down the stairs. It's not dead, but he's unconscious.
excellent.
And since you're out of races, you cannot. Well, it would cost you a hero point to kill him, but then you would get a corruption point if you do that.
I do not want to kill him. He is out of action. That is
Yeah.
fine by me.
That means that the other guy is going to use his. You know what? I'm gonna use my last danger point and my last race for the assassins. He's gonna sidestep Mortimer and go for Lady Droven because that's the objective, not the bodyguard.
Yeah. Who isn't even her bodyguard?
Exactly. And
All of a sudden, Olenya and Ada have very similar energy. It's weird, isn't it?
yeah. Very weird.
I love
Just
it.
keep talking, but bamboozling whatever kobold/giant elf they find.
Hey, the party last night made friends with 2 gargoyles, so
Look,
Why not?
they've learned well.
unfortunately the rest. Well, I said the party barbarian made friends with 2 gargoyles, and the rest of the party told him, "No, you can't bring the gargoyles with you."
Why the fuck?
No.
not?
But I think the main objection was they are chaotic evil and will turn on you on a dime.
Bah. Never use alignment as a reason. Ever.
That's alignmentist.
Yeah,
I mean-
very alignmentist.
They are chaotic.
How
They were
dare you.
created
I'm
by.
chaotic.
No,
Some of my best friends are chaotic.
I did describe them as they don't give a shit about laws, and they also don't give a shit about your feelings.
Yep, that's chaotic.
And as long as they can fulfill the orders they were given by whoever created them, they will do anything in order to fulfill those orders, which is evil. But they're not dumb. They're not stupid. Like, okay.
There's a difference. Chaotic stupid is fun. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So they are chaotic evil, not chaotic stupid. Anywho, so the second assassin is sidestepping Mortimer and is going to launch himself at Lady Drowen.
I am in between.
Yes. So,
And okay with the repercussions of that.
Kitty.
Mortimer. I don't know. She's not there yet. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to use yes, that. And the assassin, seeing that he can't actually get to Lady Drowen in this spot he's in, is going to shove Olenya, shove her into Lady Drowen's seat and knock the both of you down the stairs. So, and seeing that you don't really have a race to prevent this damage, you are
No.
going to take a 1 wound.
Right. Yep.
Mortimer is then going to turn around and slash at the assassin, causing them also a wound.
Good boy. That's why I bring him.
And he's gonna use the hilt of his rapier and just thank the assassin over the head,
Bonk.
knocking both of them out, leaving the
Olenya sort of manages to control her fall so she doesn't hit Lady Dralvin.
Yep.
But in doing so, appears like she may not have been. Like Olenya is going to look more injured than she is.
Yep, absolutely. And with the threat neutralized, for now, we are out of the action sequence.
Excellent.
How did you enjoy your first action sequence?
It was cool.
I quite enjoyed it.
Well, it's not the first for Terris. His was on a... It's not a car chase when it's a horseback, but you get the idea.
Horse chase, yeah.
Yes, a horse chase, where his character nearly got clotheslined by an actual clothesline.
I mean, that's what they're for. Yeah, that was good fun. I apologize for being in and out and all about that.
Oh, don't worry about it.
There are many things requiring my time in my life today,
yes,
apparently.
Life be life. It's a thing.
That's very fair.
Yeah, so Olenya sort of picks herself up and gets to her feet and sort of staggers. Oh, Lady Dralvin, are you okay?
I am, yes.
Like making a big thing of hurting her leg.
I am, yes, of course. Oh. Well, this was quite a shock.
You're telling me? Mortimer!
Who's Mortimer?
Oh, you brave thing. She like goes up half a dozen steps.
Yeah.
Goes past Donovan, who is presumably at the top of the stairs, and goes straight to Mortimer and sort of flings herself around him like, oh, you brave thing. You have done so well. Mortimer, you save us.
Mortimer just stands like, okay.
Lady Dralvin, this is Mortimer. Very, very brave young man. I believe he is a bodyguard.
I am, yes. I am...
But the kind of man who only when he sees some assassins going to assassinate some highborn lady, he thinks nothing before going straight to her aid. What a hero he is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yes, well, I wouldn't call... just doing my duty, ma'am. And, Olenya, you notice that, there's blood on you now. Because he was stabbed in the shoulder.
Yeah, I know. Olenya would, say, oh, Mortimer, you are injured. Are you okay, my dear? Oh my goodness. Hold me.
He reaches out his arms and, well, he tries. His left arm is not working.
She leans mostly on the right arm. She leans mostly on the right arm. So,
oh no.
Oh, Mortimer. That fate has put us together is surely a sign.
Have any one of you seen Lady Eleftheria? I'm supposed to be guarding her.
Eleftheria, that was it. We did know it. The other one was a lot more normal. It was like Callisto or something, and then. No, I did write it down.
Yes. Ileana.
Eleftheria had the blades. Ileana, that's the one.
Ileana.
I didn't write that down. I only wrote Eleftheria. And my notes are so good because I wrote blades, and that's it. Obviously, that was enough.
Oh yes, also,
I love it.
I want to especially thank Seth, the Arcane Keeper, for another donation towards the Trevor Project. We have now reached $100 collected in less than 2 days.
Nicely done.
Also, this
Very
also
cool.
means, Seth, what would you like to do with those $30 you gave? There are several different things you can do for your donation.
The raises.
yes, you can give races. You can force them to roll on the roll of shenanigans table.
I mean, I'm fucking up for that, Seth. Like, bring it.
Okay.
If
Just
nothing
turn
else
Donovan
happens
into
to
a
me.
lady.
Nice. So, one roll on the shenanigans table. You then have another $10 you can redeem as well, because that costs 20. Where did I put the list of stuff you can get? So, let me check what the incentives are, because there are. You can give one player a hero point. No, a race. Not a hero point, my bad.
Don't give me them. They're useless in this game.
Or you can wait until Monday and impose 2 disadvantages on me when I play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. If you want. So,
What manner of disadvantages? Like, you have to play blindfolded? You have to use a Guitar Hero controller? What's the disadvantage?
so specifically in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, for 10 minutes I cannot use fast travel. Well, for example, you can pick one. So
Okay.
either no.
So, I say, like, they can pay to make the story more boring.
No, you can pick like one thing. So for 10 minutes, for example, I cannot use fast travel. I cannot use a horse. I have to walk. I cannot use a weapon. You know, things like that. For 10 minutes, you can pick one, just one limitation.
Okay. All right. Cool. Noted. I'll be back on Monday. You can't use your legs.
Oh! This is gonna be fun. So.
Oh no.
Oh
no. Never like that. Never like that.
Oh no.
This is so bloody.
If I get turned into a female again, I'll cry.
No. But this fits so well.
Oh, good. It's Mortimer, isn't it? It's Mortimer.
No. The next creature you knock unconscious is going to be avenged by 1d4 kobolds.
The next one we knock unconscious.
Yes.
Okay. As in, it works really, really well because of what happened in a previous campaign.
Yes.
Okay.
So 1d4 of those 13 kobolds that exist in my this place. There are only 13 that exist. So 1d4 of them are going to come in the next time you knock another like an enemy unconscious and avenge them
as well. Avenge me, hemp goblin.
And yes, fantastic. It is going to be one of, well, up to 4 of that party. So there's a chance that David.
Hopefully, it's not Deadeye. I'm okay with David. David's an idiot.
Nobody.
Oh, who was the first one? Nobody expects the Spanish kobolds.
The kobold.
The
well,
kobold
in this
Inquisition.
case, it's gonna be nobody expects the kobold imposition.
Excellent. Yes.
Yes. That was a side tangent.
I am making that video.
Yes.
I didn't expect a kobold imposition. Nobody expects this kobold imposition.
And I thought it was so beautiful because the two of you are actually the reason there are kobolds here.
Yeah, then no, I'm with you. I was just like, why is that a perfect? Oh, okay, because of a different campaign. Okay,
Yes.
I'm with you. Yep.
But yes,
Nothing.
Cool.
Mortimer is just standing there and just, where is Lady Eleftheria? Has anyone seen her?
Yes, you should go and find her. But also maybe get yourself looked at. Oh, yes, you are bleeding, my dear. Go see your lady. I will be in touch soon.
You do. Okay, you're standing. Nice. And he starts lumbering away, his left arm kind of
Donovan, where did you see the beautiful lady last?
In the garden.
Poor Mortimer must get back to her.
Yes.
Lady Drauven, you okay?
Yes.
Aside from a terrible fright, I am quite all right. Thank you.
Olenya is now sort of doing the... I'm trying to remember, does she know who we are? No, she doesn't, does she? She knows who Donovan is, but not who Olenya is. I think I played the role of
Yes.
Floozy.
So... But you did tell her that you were looking into the village, because you were going to meet her with the fireworks later on and talk about it.
So as soon as Mortimer is out of sight, which I imagine is fairly quick, Olenya would kneel down and search one of the unconscious dudes.
Yep, absolutely. You find very nice, supple leather armor, and you also notice that one of them has scars on the side of his neck. Like they go from like right next to his ear down and over to his shoulder.
Doesn't look like vampire scars, doesn't look like ritual scars.
It looks like several bite marks. Like in
Right,
a row.
okay. Yeah. From a vampire or similar?
I mean, if you look at Donovan's teeth, yes, you could probably...
A small series of puncture wounds, basically, yeah. Okay. Because, you know, being savaged by a wolf, as opposed to being semi-ritualistically bitten and drained by a vampire is a very different thing.
Yes, no, these are very precise along a line all the way, like from just under his ear all the way down to about here.
I'm remembering Interview with the Vampire, the Brad Pitt one, where they offer him a bite from the little boy in Italy, the kid is covered in bite marks, and he goes to bite, and then he turns the wrist around so he doesn't bite in a place that someone already has.
Yeah.
He's like, ugh. Turns over, and I'm just imagining the same vampire going, oh no, someone's already had that bit. Dad goes down to the elbow or something because they're like, I want something new. At which point Olenya would Donovan. Would indicate. Criminal, you think? I mean, obviously, but.
I don't. I have the impression, Ardana, that those
they don't survive that.
Yeah, that they don't generally survive if they're criminals being bitten.
Yeah.
Like sentenced to that.
Yeah, normally not.
Yeah, just no, I don't think so. Dear, this looks more like well, it's a little delicate, but no.
Don't have to go into any detail. I checked the mouth.
You check what?
The mouth.
The gentleman's mouth.
Okay, yeah. Looks like regular human teeth.
Okay.
I think perhaps this fellow has a vampire companion, or rather is the companion of a vampire, perhaps.
Lady Drauven, one presumes you would like to know exactly why this happened.
You say it directly to her, or?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Any information you could find would be greatly rewarded. I have never been attacked in my own home before.
Do you suppose it could have something to do with our later meeting underneath the fireworks?
At this point, it's possible, but I don't see how anyone would have known about that.
Can you think of another reason why someone would want you dead? They were not here for me. Or poor Mortimer.
Well, perhaps my own investigations have been getting too close to the truth.
Could be.
Even people who are only very peripherally involved in this investigation, it is already known that this is so. We have already encountered someone else who is... We were warned off pursuing this. Given that few people even know that Donovan and I have even been put on this case, makes me concerned there is a leak, and a big one. But also, you are also looking into this. There is 3 people in one place, and all 3 of us have been threatened, or worse. That is no coincidence. So, lady, please tell us what you know.
Absolutely.
And then hire more guards.
Yes, absolutely. I shall do this. That is an excellent idea. Well, and she quickly looks around.
Perhaps we should go inside, yes?
Yes, I do have a study that we can... and it also has the benefit of whiskey, should you want some.
For real, though, are you okay? I know your first time can be a lot.
I am well. It's going to take a while to get over the fright, but I am well.
Good.
We should tie them up.
Of course.
On it.
And let's give me a quick opportunity to thank Sir Terris for a $20 donation towards the Trevor project. What would you like to do with it?
Dealer's choice.
Okay, then let's roll on the shenanigans table because that's fun. Anyone who wants in the chat, please type in !roll space D20.
Small chocopotamus.
Chompopotamus.
Chompopotamus.
A 9.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Okay, someone.
What now?
Please give me a D2 in chat. Or flip coin. !, flip coin as one word. Heads is
Eyes.
Olenya. Okay, I was going to say heads is Olenya, tails is Donovan, but 2 means Donovan.
Uh-oh.
Donnie.
As
Donnie gets
no.
a 2.
Oh no. Oh no.
As you go to start tying up the assassins, you don't realize it, but Terris, please roll me odds or evens.
I can do that on a D10.
No, my bad.
Oh, God.
D6.
D6?
Yes.
Let me find a D6. Oh god, open. Oh
So,
god.
Candace, it's not just today's theme. This is this game. This is the game where Josh and Terris flirt through characters. Yeah.
Oh.
Not necessarily with each other, but sometimes.
Yeah.
A 4.
Sometimes, yes.
So, for the and who was the second one to roll? Lilith, please roll me a d4. Lilith, you still there?
Atraxis.
2. So, Donovan, for the next 2 hours, you are completely invisible to males.
That's
Oh,
fine.
goodness.
Which means
In
you
this
cannot see
particular
yourself.
situation, that's well.
So when you go to tie up these assassins, you realize that you cannot see your own hands.
Yeah, can he see the rope in his hands?
Yes, you can.
Unless
Yeah,
it's a
so he just sort of
male
lets out a
identifying
little
rope.
eep. He lets out a little eep sound.
What?
Says something in fantasy French.
Something gross?
I
Merde.
appear to be invisible.
No, you don't. I can see you just fine.
I appear to
That
be
perfectly
invisible. to
rounded
myself.
backside is pointing at me.
Oh goodness. I appear to be invisible to myself, dear.
Donovan, you are a strange man. Olenya comes in and helps him tie up the guys.
At which point he sort of vaguely sort of waves his hand in front of his own face a few times.
Mhm.
Sort of looks down at himself. Just,
Nope. You don't see
Nope.
anything of yourself.
Don't worry, dear. I'm sure it'll wear off.
And yes,
Lady Draven, is there magical wards on this property?
I have never had a reason to put those up. But should they become a problem, it seems like a good idea to put some magical wards up as well, yes.
Someone is having shenanigans. Yeah, I tie the guys up, or
Yep.
help Donovan do so, and then drag them inside, because I don't want to just leave them there.
we'll deal with them later.
Well, see what they have to say for themselves. The one that isn't all bitey McMarky,
Yes.
I'm going to call him Mark. Bite Mark. Don't bite Mark. The other one, not Bite Mark. Steve. Let's call him Steve. Bite Steve. Bite Steve. Don't bite Mark. That's how we remember.
Okay.
Does he have anything else interesting about himself? I'm guessing male. You didn't say otherwise.
No, 2 males.
Okay.
Both human.
And supple leathers. Are the weapons interesting in any way, or they're just knives?
Very well made stiletto knives.
Do they match?
Yes. They seem to be made as a set. So both of the assassins have 2 each.
Oh, no, they don't. I now have 4.
Yep.
Um,
They came with 4
Yeah.
knives.
and now I have a lovely matching set.
Yes.
2 more, and I can serve dinner. Small
Probably
dinner
you can't
party,
be on
or
my
it's
lap.
not.
I am playing a game.
But why not? Cool. Yeah.
See the chat
Any
through?
money in their pockets or anything? Nothing like that. No, nothing else identifying. They're like, in case we die, we don't want anyone figuring out who we are.
Yeah. So
Cool. Great.
they are actual professionals.
For now.
For now.
Yeah. Lady
Uh,
Draven, is there a room we can, maybe not your drawing room, somewhere a little more, what is the word? Moppable.
She lifts an eyebrow in your direction and just. Well, there is the root cellar. It has a nice stone floor.
That will
You
do.
see, that will probably be a good idea. Yeah, yeah.
I was going to suggest a
Um,
wine cellar, but it has wooden floors. Less easy
Mm.
to clean.
A
Yeah,
lot of
we don't want any
wine.
stains. They're not even awake yet. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I would advise her like it's her house, but yeah, I'm like, hey, take us down to that root cellar. We can tie them up down there, have whatever conversation we need to have, and then we can have another conversation with these guys. That she is welcome to be present for, but does not have to be.
Nice. Of course. If you just give me a moment to fetch that bottle of whiskey and perhaps summon whatever guard I still have left. I'm not entirely sure
I
how.
did notice that your servants, there was fewer of them.
Yes. I seem to be missing a few up here as well. Although they
What
are in...
Are they?
Oh. Trained. Well trained.
Ah.
Well paid as well.
Well, that's unfortunate then. If there is missing some.
Yes. Yes, of course.
These ones did not get in easily.
No, I have... Although they are... my guards are trained to deal with burglars, not assassins. And the servants are trained to help with guests. Not fight off potential killers.
Yeah.
I do not wish for my expensive servants to die for trinkets.
There. Noted. Olenya notes that particular piece of information.
I thought she would. Now, I wonder where that lovely man you brought with you went to, and well, I already know where the sister is. We do not need to disturb her as she's having fun, but the other one, I am guessing, is the one you were mentioning earlier.
Yes. Donovan, did you get anywhere with her?
Oh, yes. But I believe that may be something we should talk about in a more private situation.
Okay.
I will tell you everything. Both
I
of
don't
you.
doubt it. Well, we're already going inside. I think it's just the three of us there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the three of us? So yeah, he
Yeah.
would relay the entire conversation and that he may very well have gotten them in to the organization or what have you.
Oh. Not very useful.
It seems that you have been busy during this little soiree of mine.
It was a lovely
yes,
party.
It was, really.
I appreciate that. Now,
I'm excited for the fireworks.
oh,
Though,
dear, I have completely forgot about those. Shall we bring our new guests down to the root cellar and then perhaps wrap the night up so that any guests that might still be lingering will leave before we get on to other...
that might perhaps be a good idea.
Yes. Oh, Adana, I forgot to ask you when I was talking to that other lady during the combat situation. You know how I am a bit of a sorcerer?
Yes.
And I can mark people?
Yes.
Would I have been able to minor mark her?
Yeah.
While we were having the conversation?
Absolutely. You would need to use a hero point for that,
Excellent.
but yes.
I will use a hero point for that. Because I think it might be useful to know where she is at all times.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we
That
go.
is a great idea.
I do not disagree with that idea.
Yeah, you would have to use a little bit of your own blood to mark her, but yes, definitely.
So yes, he would have done that during the conversation.
That's not where I wanted to look. I was going to check sorcery. I do believe that you take a wound from that.
That's fair. I'll take another wound.
Uh,
Oh goodness!
So it's
Why can I?
A single
There we
wound.
go.
Like a vital wound is one of the stars, isn't it?
yeah,
On the
Yes.
little character
So-
sheet. Yeah. So a normal wound is just one of the little dots.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd take a large wound if I wanted to teleport myself
Exactly.
to someone that I've got a major mark with.
Yeah.
I believe is how
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, yeah. So we help Lady Draven finish off her night in splendor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And locate Eleftheria.
Yes. Eleftheria is... where would she be? She would have left the bench, obviously, and she has taken refuge in one of those small... It's called a gazebo, right? Those small little
Yeah.
houses. Yeah.
Hmm.
So she would have been
Yeah.
in a gazebo overlooking one of the larger fountains in the garden. You find Mortimer there as well. This time standing guard by the door into the gazebo. His arm seems to be a lot better. It didn't
Oh, good.
seem to have been too damaged. So how wounds work is that any minor wounds you take that are not a star, they vanish at the end of the sequence. But any star wounds, dramatic wounds, you need a doctor to heal.
Right.
So the wounds that I've got would be rapidly healing then.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And mine was mostly for show anyway.
Yeah. So you managed to avoid taking too many actual wounds in this sequence thanks to your races. Itchy
Excellent.
leg. But yes.
Oh no.
You do find Lady Eleftheria and Mortimer in this gazebo. She looks dejected, a little bit sad. Mortimer has turned back to that stony face he had when you first saw him as he was about to attack you. But he cracks a little bit
goodness.
of a smile as he sees Olenya.
And does not see
Oh,
Donovan.
Mortimer, there you are.
And he cannot see Donovan at all.
Nope.
Yes.
And
And Donovan is going to say to the lady,
Mhm.
just, your sister is fine.
Oh. Well, that's a relief to hear. Thank you.
And Mortimer here was just brilliant, were you not, Mortimer? Did you tell the lady what you did? Lady Draven is most grateful.
No,
The timely intervention of your body servant was, probably all that saved her life. You are to be commended on his bravery.
You see Eleftheria's face just scrunch up a little bit. And Mortimer stretches a little bit.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I infer from this that she is irritated that Lady Draven survived?
Yeah, you can infer that.
Or just that she was part of the way that we saved her?
No, she's more annoyed that you dragged her bodyguard away to save Lady
Right.
Drauven instead of having him save her from Donovan.
Yeah.
So she's more annoyed about that bit than Lady Drauven actually being alive.
Cool. All right. Good.
To what do I owe the pleasure of, well, your company again?
Well, you see, we do have a little more to talk about. Just informing.
You have gone and made yourself noteworthy to someone quite important.
Yes.
Lady Drauven would love you to watch the fireworks with her while you wait for your sister to be finished with her own business.
Oh. Well, I would be honored to watch the fireworks with Lady Drauven. And as for my sister's business, if she's
I'm sure she's having a lovely time. It sounded like it, didn't it, Mortimer?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Well, I suspected as much. I just had hoped that she would be done by now.
She has gotten
Well,
lucky then.
one cannot rush these things.
One should not rush these things.
Naturally, well, that was not a word. Naturally. But yes, I would be...
From what I heard, that is not the word I would use, but okay.
I do not need the details on my sister's sex life.
Oh,
Oh.
you think that's what they were doing? Well, let's go and watch these fireworks then. I am most excited.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Let's go do that. She stands up and as she passes Donovan, you see her just like, no, not wanting to make contact with Donovan at all. Mortimer nearly walks into you because he can't see you, Donovan.
Yeah.
Donovan can't see Donovan either, so
Yeah.
that's fine. Oh, yeah, I think Donovan's. Oh, watch it, fellow.
Who said that?
Careful.
Who said that?
Oh. Oh.
Olenya
He
has
can't
done
see
her
me either.
normal of arm in arm. She is strolling with Eleftheria. And she says, if you're looking for it later, your knife is in that bush over there.
Thank you.
I wouldn't want to deprive you of it permanently.
Oh,
No hard feelings, no?
well, none from me, no. I was...
Good. I don't like leaving ill will behind myself. I appreciate the warning. I know you're only the messenger.
Yes.
But I am not in a position where I can take the warning.
I understand that, yes.
Thank you for being forthcoming with my friend.
Oh.
You wouldn't know
Donovan is-
anything about a couple of well-armed, supple-leathered boys going and paying a particular visit to the good lady?
No.
Quick
It would
side
seem
check.
you and your person are not the only people who are interested in this thing, which makes me even more intrigued. Do I get that she is actually confused?
Yes. She had no, like, when you mentioned two leather-clad people, well-armed people, she looked genuinely surprised. Because
I reproduce one of the blades. I don't say anything. I just, and I'm not like threatening her with it. I
Yep.
just pull it out.
These are not blades I recognize.
Same, and that worries me. Who do you work for?
Well,
And I don't mean the alchemist or whatever this is. I assume on our way to get her, Donovan gave me the cliff notes.
Yep.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And I don't mean this alchemist. I mean this guild of yours. Which one?
Oh.
So I know who to avoid.
Oh. My sister and I, we work for the Trappers Guild down in Aurora.
Sure, that is what you told us before. But a trapper would not be threatening a fellow delegate with a blade.
Oh, no, that's true. No, I was making a deal with this alchemist person. He's a noble. He probably doesn't want me to know that, but yes.
They struggle to hide it, don't they?
They do. It's quite. I would say endearing, but considering he might take my head.
Let's go with cute.
Yes. We were making. Well, I was approached by this group working out of the village to the north, and well, you have seen my ability to blend into parties, being the. I genuinely don't like parties, so I tend to vanish in the crowd. That was not an act, and it's also one of the reasons they hired me.
You flipped the switch well, though. When the blade came out, you were a different woman. You have some training?
Not really with bipedal sentient beings, no. But I have been in a scrape or two with wild beasts.
Traditional prey.
Yes. Although I'm not sure my sister would like to talk. My sister definitely does not want to mention this, but I was part of the war with the Deep Elves. I took part in that.
How long ago was that? Josh is asking.
In current canon, the war between the surface elves and the deep elves ended about 15 years ago.
Okay. I heard that was rough.
It was, yes. I was lucky to be, well, in my role and training as a a trapper and ranging the forests, I was used more as a messenger and a spy. But some people try to stop me from time to time.
You have led an interesting life.
Not by choice.
Few do. Though I find if you choose it, you give it a little bit more control over it. If you seek it. I've always found it best to lean in.
I can understand that, and I lived that way when I was part of the war, but I've tried to not live that way now. I've grown rusty.
Maybe it is best then that you stay out of it. I would not want you to come to harm, Elefteri.
I appreciate it. It's more my sister I'm worried about, though. She is, for all her experience, very, very naive.
So this alchemist, he gives you a strong enough impression that you want no one poking around this village to the point where you're prepared to threaten someone with a knife. Something here does not add up.
Oh no, it was not my... it was not on my initiative to do this.
No, I know.
I was told to make sure that if someone starts digging in the alchemist
By this
business.
nobleman,
Yes.
what reward would you be given?
Bargaining power.
Oh.
And you were sent here looking for allies?
Yes.
To what end?
To increase this particular group's influence in the region.
To what end? Influence is nothing without a cause to use it for.
I do believe political power is their end goal. I myself am only interested in trade. They promised me trade partners that would increase the Trappers Guild's influence, and I accepted. Then, of course, came the threats. They would not kill, but do other things to my sister if I was not compliant.
See, she knows nothing of this.
No. As far as I know, at least. You never know with her what she hears from her partners.
As I said before, rock and hard place. You know it well.
Yes. But if you can guarantee her safety, I will work with you to bring these guys down.
It seems your best play.
It does. And I've been in the game long enough to know whose side I want to be on.
Cool.
Yes.
And with the fireworks exploding over the city of Morna and the night moving slowly on, that is where we're gonna leave this session.